Hello everyone, Arcandy here, back with another video, this time covering content in Pokémon Scarlet and Violet. Don't worry subs, I still have a few tutorials in the works for Metroid Dread. In the meantime, this coming weekend we'll get the second wave of the 7-star Cinderace Terra Raids. And to help you prepare, I will summarize the best picks I've seen during the event's first wave. First, I want you to know some important raid mechanics so that you'll know what we're dealing with. In 7-star Terra Raids, you fight a level 100 Pokemon with perfect IVs in every stat and 25 times the regular amount of HP. In this case, an Adamant 6 IV Cinderace. Its regular move pool includes High Jump Kick, Pyro Ball, Iron Head, and Acrobatics. But the fight will start with Cinderace using Bulk Up before anyone can select a move. Bulk Up is not part of the regular move pool and is used at various HP or time thresholds that the boss goes through as the raid goes on. When either the HP or time remaining reaches roughly a 75% threshold, Cinderace will activate the HP shield. At that point, the boss will start using other abilities such as resetting stats and so on. It's important to note that before the 75% threshold, Cinderace never resets your stats. And that is the key to doing this raid. Our entire goal is to set up stat boosts during this time and deal massive damage to one-shot the boss and completely skip the shield. You absolutely want to avoid dealing damage that barely passes the 75% mark and then activate the shield, which will make the entire process much harder. Also, do not faint. The usual raid picks such as Belly Drum Azumarill or Belly Drum Iron Hands should not be used in this raid. Nuke Slowbro. This is the only Pokemon that's needed as a damage dealer, period. Not only does Slowbro have all the tools it needs to one-shot the raid boss, it can even solo the raid. Yes, you want a level 100 Slowbro, modest nature or mint is preferred, but Ration Quiet will work too. Ability is not important, but own tempo is preferred. Hyper trained in HP, defense and special attack, full EV investment in defense and special attack. Moveset has Iron Defense, Nasty Plot and Sword Power, that is the core for Slowbro. As the fourth move slot, you can take Slack Off, which is most useful in solo raids, but won't be necessary when you got good support. The goal here is to enhance Sword Power to the point that it can one-shot the raid boss. With 3 uses of Iron Defense followed by 3 uses of Nasty Plot, you'll have plus 6 defense, plus 6 special attack, and a Sword Power with 260 base power. Add an attack cheer to the mix and your damage will be entirely above 2,500% of the boss's HP, which should one-shot from even full HP. It takes 8 turns to achieve this, 9 if you need to use Slack Off. This can be done in a solo raid without triggering the shield, but it's really tight. With good enough support from your teammates, you can reduce that to as little as 3 turns. Some people have brought Slowking into this raid as it can run the same set, that is true, but Slowbro with better physical bulk is the better choice here. Good supports will be able to reduce Cinderace's damage output, drop special defense stages, or help Slowbro set up faster by giving it stat boosts. Now, I'll show you 5 builds that caught my eye. All of them are good picks, but let's start with the best first. Quillfish is an excellent pick, very easy to obtain in both games and provides great support. Level 100, Intimidate ability, any nature that raises defense such as Impish, ideally hyper-trained HP and defense, and trained with max EVs in HP and defense as well. Mirror Herb will copy the stat boosts from the initial bulk up, giving Quillfish some durability with plus 1 defense. Acid Spray up to 3 times and then follow up with some acupressures on Slowbro. Use Chilling Water only if you find it necessary. You likely won't need to use it in group play when your friends bring more support Mons. Armor Rouge is also a great pick. It is the Scarlet exclusive though, so you need to trade for it in Violet. The ideal build is level 100, Flash Fire ability only, do not bring weak Armor Rouge. Any nature that raises defense should do. Ideally, you should hyper train HP and defense and put max EVs in those stats as well. Open with Will-O-Wisp, don't forget Cinderace has the Fighting Terra type so it can be burned. Use Acid Sprays until Cinderace is -6 special defense, set up Psychic Drain, and then give Slowbro a helping hand or attack cheer. You can choose to run Zoom Lens with Will-O-Wisp to guarantee 100% accuracy or Light Clay alongside Reflect. The main difference between the two is that critical hits from Cinderace will ignore Reflect, but the burn still cuts critical damage in half. Screamtail is a good pick. Not the best defensive typing for this raid, but its good bulk can make up for it. It is also a Scarlet exclusive. The ideal build is level 100, Bold Nature is preferred, Hyper Training for HP, defense, and speed. The ideal EV spread is 68 speed, 252 defense, and the rest of EVs in HP. With 68 speed, you guarantee Screamtail always moves first and thus will take less damage while setting up Reflect in the first turn. Open with Reflect, use Fake Tears until -6 special defense, then set up Psychic Terrain and Helping Hand. Oricorio Fire Form, this is the only build I personally came up with and I think it deserves at least an honorable mention. This bird can speed up the Slowbro setup but not as efficiently as the previous supports as it lacks moves that drop special defense stages. Ideal stats would be level 100, Bold Nature, Hyper Trained HP, defense, and speed, EV spread of 212 speed, 252 defense, and the rest in HP. Mirror Herb here does the same thing as it did for a Quillfish. Open with Feather Dance, the recommended EV spread lets Oricorio move first and thus take less damage from the first attack. Safeguard prevents Flatter from confusing Slowbro, and Flatter helps Slowbro stack those special attack boosts one stage per use. If you play in a friend group, you can skip Safeguard if you know for sure that the Slowbro has the own tempo ability. However, I don't recommend using this build outside of a friend group. The receiver of Flatter will be able to see the animation but won't see a notification pop up about the stat boost, so there's a good chance they will miss it. Shinx. I heard about this one on Reddit. This is one very unexpected raider indeed, but it is effective. Maybe you got a friend that hasn't finished the story or who recently started the game? Well, you can still let that friend participate by giving them this low level support. Shinx must be level 1 with Intimidate. The other stats do not matter at all. How does this work? When a player's Pokemon faints, the game depletes a portion of the time bar, but it was found that low-level Pokemon barely deplete the bar. What this means is that it's okay for Shinx to faint and respawn, since it reactivates the Intimidate ability with basically no time penalty. You can use Baby Doll Eyes to further reduce Cinderace's attack, or just wait for the right moment to use Helping Hand or an Attack Cheer on Slowbro. These are priority moves, so Baby Shinx will move before Cinderace. Don't be lazy though, if you've made it to the end game, you should definitely invest in a better raider. There are several other supports that can also get the job done, but these are, in my opinion, the most effective. In organized group play, you can skip some steps. For instance, if you have 3 Quillfish in the team, they will lower Cinderace's attack by 3 stages at the start of the battle with Intimidate. You can go straight into using an Acid Plot as Slowbro, and the Quillfish can go straight to using Acid Spray and Acupressure. To give you a better idea, at -6 special defense, Slowbro only needs +2 defense, +4 special attack, and 1 attack cheer or helping hand to one-shot Cinderace, rather than the full +6/+6 setup. As such, always keep an eye on what the other supports do so you can better decide what move to go for next. Now, you might be wondering, but Arcandy, why would I go through all this trouble for a raid I'll only do a couple of times? The reason is that you can reroll raids instantly by changing the date and going back 1 minute without having to wait for midnight. There is no downside to this, and now you can rebattle this raid as much as you want. Oh, but Arcandy, I only want to catch the Cinderace and be done. Well, you and a lot of players, I'm sure, but 7-star raids are not meant to be easy. If you don't get a good raider, this will be very difficult to beat. This raid is a great source of XP Candy L, Protein, Fighting Terra Shards, Star Pieces, Ability Patches, and more. If you choose to sell everything you get in these raids, you're easily making over 90k for each raid you defeat. That's a lot. In just a few raids, you'll make back all the money you spent on training your raiders. And that's it for this video. I think that the ability to create crazy setups and the need to craft Pokemon specifically for this kind of difficult bosses is a very fun way to play raids. Far more engaging than just mindlessly spamming attack moves, which is what 99% of raids were in Generation 8 games. I'm sure this video will help you decide on your picks for the upcoming raids. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't yet, leave some feedback in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.